house has been talking about harvest. Amen. And what God is saying to the church regarding harvest in this season. But just because the pastor has been talking about a harvest don't mean that this is your season. What have you sown last year that you want to reap this year? Amen. I know the amens are low, but that's all right. Amen. That's all right. That's all right. Like I said, I'm coming in with the boldness of the Lord. What have you sown that you want to leap for joy today because it's being taught? Okay. Like I said, this is teaching this morning. Some of us want to harvest on a concrete ground. What is concrete? Something that's artificial. Amen. Plastic, steel. They say the greatest artificial material that's made is concrete. So we want to base our harvest on that hard land that we have put into all year. Your words of negativity, jealousy, envy, well, all them things there. You haven't sown, you haven't tied, you haven't done anything. But yet, when the prophet calls up, this time is the season for harvest. You want to leap. Like this is your time, amen? This is your time. I know when tax season comes, it's coming soon. Everybody gonna want to run to H&R Block and all them other places. That's what we do when we want to return. Some of you gonna want to do one day and didn't even do a deposit all week. All year long, but you want to try to go there and try to get something out of it. How that look? You sitting down with the representative say, this is my paperwork. He gonna be like, well, where's your stuff that say that you've done this all year? Yeah, where's that at? Where's your W-2 at? Where's that at? You've done nothing all year to get a return, but yet you want to leap in January. You want to leap in February. It's coming, y'all. I'm getting mine. You haven't done anything to get anything. But now you want to leap because the prophet is saying that this is harvest time. All right. God is saying to the church, his belief, stop wasting water on things that I'm not going to bless. And this is what I'm talking about. Stop wasting water on dead issues, dead relationships. Who did what? Who did that? See, on the exes, whatever. God's saying, stop wasting time on those things that are dead. That's a concrete ground. That's a concrete ground. No matter how much you wish upon, dream upon, fantasize about, it's not going to happen. God says, I'm not going to bless it because what? That's concrete ground. I already don't work. That's already done and over with. See, God says the reason why you have no harvest is because you're watering the wrong garden. You're watering somebody else's garden. God said that's not your garden for you to water. You're going to somebody else's soil that toiled and turned over and cultivated. You're going over there. God said that's not even your garden. That's why you're not seeing no harvest. You're watering what don't belong to you. You're trying to plant seeds where they have no manifestation. This is why you have no harvest. God said everybody can have their own harvest. There's enough to go around for everybody to have their own stuff. But you're going around watering somebody else's that don't. That's like putting a puzzle piece. I spoke about it a little bit yesterday. That's like trying to put a puzzle piece that can't even fit together. That's like, remember those puzzles that the kids had where it was the star, the circle, and the kids, if they didn't know no better, trying to jam the circle and the star part? It just won't fit. It just won't fit. This is what I'm saying about watering something, amen, that doesn't belong to you. Hashtag, when people walk away from you, let them go. Your destiny is never tied to anyone who leaves you. And it doesn't mean that they were bad people. It just means that their part in your life is over. That story is over. So when people leave you, it's okay. But don't keep watering that concrete garden wishing them to come back either. People in your life for a season. This is the season. Pastor said this is the harvest for season. You know, this is the season for harvest. Amen. So amen. So stop trying to rehash those dead things. When this is the fall season now, everything is falling to the ground. You can't put that thing back on a tree and expect it to be green. Because it already fell, it's already dead. All the nutrients out of that leaf is out. There's no way it can come back. Hashtag number 2. You don't know how much you've grown until it comes back for an encore. So any troubles, any exes that might try to resurface themselves, that's a test. That's an encore presentation. That's an encore presentation. Amen? Amen. Amen. We are expecting God to move in our lives, but we haven't done anything different. Amen? So like I said before, you haven't cultivated anything. First of all, you need some place to cultivate if you're going to plant some seeds. So how have you been cultivating your soil to get this harvest? Have you been tilling the ground? Have you been protecting to make sure? Have you been improving the area to make sure that nothing comes in to tear it up? What I mean, improving your ground, improving your mindset, protecting what you believe. Can't let nobody come in and tell you different from what the word says. Because now this is the season of harvest, but the people who didn't harvest now want to come and glean behind you.
Right.
So they didn't harvest all year, and with is gleaning, that them leftovers that's there. So the people that didn't do no work all year round, now they want to come out and pick up off your leftovers. That's what people do, pick up off your leftovers. Because they couldn't do it themselves. Because they didn't have enough strength or know how to harvest themselves. That means to get the word. Let that word manifest in you. Amen. Let it grow. Amen. Don't plant no seeds of negativity. Amen. Because that passage's talking about the mustard seed. That thing is so small. Anybody give you a seed of anything, and if you let it grow without checking it, it will become a weed, then it will become a tree, then it will grow. You ever saw a weed that grew into a tree? Now you can't cut it down because it's so big, now you need help.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. So we have to be very careful, amen, about how we plant seeds, how we cultivate, who puts in our minds, what things go into our mindset concerning, because all those are seeds. And harvest time is not just about finances. Harvest is about your word seed also. Let's just get that straight. Harvest is not just about you reaping cars, a job, whatever. That's part of it, but that's not all of it. Harvest time comes from your mouth seed, what you've said all year long, and now you expect the manifestation to come from it. What have you said all year long and you still have seen no results? What negativity have you sown all year and now you still see the same results? Amen. Like Pastor was talking about downstairs, that small spirit of rebellion. Amen. If it's not checked, it'll grow out of control. Because you get away with something one time, then you get away with something, and then it keep growing and growing and growing and growing until now you're out of control. So it was all out of control. Now we got to sit you down now. But if you would have checked it when it was small, it wouldn't have grew as big. All of these things can hurt your harvest. So in this season, if you plan on getting a good harvest, we got to check what? This thing called the mouth. This thing called the heart. This thing called our mindset. Those are the things that will take you out of the harvest real quick. Amen. That's right. Amen. I know you're listening because you're writing, so I love it. Amen. The seeds you are harvesting today were planted by the words of your mouth yesterday. What you harvest today is what you said last month, last year, and now you are reaping what you have sown back when. You say your husband's a dirty son of a gun, he's still a dirty son of a gun, because that's what you said. You said your wife, she's a lazy, no good son, and that's who she is this year. But you said it. You didn't say nothing different. You say your children are lazy, they work for nothing, you're just like your dad. They still that this year because you didn't say nothing different. Amen. 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 So we have to learn how to speak seeds of what? Of life, right? Ecclesiastic, what is that one? What is that? 3:2. There's a season and there's a time for everything. There's a season to reap. Amen. Orly, can you bring it up for me?
Ecclesiastes 3:3.
Yep. I want to read it because I want to explain. A time to be born. Okay, so everything there's a season and a time of purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. Amen. A time to kill, a time to heal. That means you're killing stuff with you. Now it's time to heal now. Amen. A time what? A time to break down. You broke things down with your mouth. Now it's time to build it up, back up again. Because we always break this thing right here. We always breaking stuff down. So now we have to use the same thing that we took to break it down to build it back up. Amen. A time to weep. We tired of crying now. That sorrow period in our life is over. Amen. That pity party that we had is over. Amen. Who did what? Who did how they? Who cares about that now? Now it's time to have some joy. Now it's time to have some laughter in your life. That season is over. Who did what to your father did what your mother did? Who cares? That's over. All right. A time to mourn and a time to dance. Get out of that. Take this time to get out of the mourning clothes. Step out of the mourning clothes. Woe is me. The world is there. The world is there. I'm walking around. The world don't like me. She don't like him. Who gives a doggone who like you? You don't got a heaven and hell to put me. So I could care less about your opinion. I could care less about what you think, because you know what? It really doesn't matter. And until you get that mindset, you will always be walking and you will always be bound up. Coming out the cave, bound up. No, take them things off. Take them things off and be free. Amen. Time to cast away stones. Amen. And time to cast away what? Those things? Those things that was getting us, those things that was deep in our hearts, some things that was deep down that we could tell them. Time to cast those things away. Cast them all away. All right. A time to gather stones, a time to embrace. That means embrace what? Now it's time for us to unite. Now it's time for us to become one. It's not time for us to be scattered now. It's time for us. Okay, we had that. We did all that thing. But now it's time to lock arms. Now I'm my brother's keeper. Now I'm my sister's keeper. Stand up here, Minister Tooth. Now it's time for us to be back to back, right? Here we go. I got your back. You got my back. Now it's time for that. And until we learn that as a church, there will always be division. And that's one of the problems of the church. This is why, again, you don't have no harvest. All right, I'm going down. Amen. 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 Time to embrace. Amen. Where are time? And a time to refeed. Some of y'all, and time to refrain. See, some of y'all will still want to be divided. Amen. You still got issues. You still got problems. Amen. In this season, this is harvest time. You want your harvest? It's time to cast those things away. Who has God called you to truly be? If you can't even cast down things that don't even mean a thing to Him. Where am I? A time to get, a time to, we already done lost, right? We already lost. We ain't even saying, no, it's time to get. It's time to get. We done lost too much. It's time to get. We lost time. We lost friends. We lost relationships. Now it's time for us to replenish some stuff. Amen. I'm going to say something about hair real quick. If you don't do something to your hair, it becomes dry and brittle. Yes. And that's when you moisturize it. So it can be nice and soft. Amen. That's moisturization. That's my word for it. You got to moisturize that thing. If you don't moisturize it, then what? It becomes dry, brittle, and fall out and break at the ends. And then you got a hair of a mess. When you moisturize that thing, that moisturizing that thing with the word. Look at me doing like I got a beard. Moisturizing with the word. Because I was thinking about Pastor. Because I've been going like this ahead. You moisturize that thing with the word. You moisturize it with the word so that it don't fall apart. So that the ends can stay together. so that there'll be no split ends. I'm tired of split ends in the church. Split ends are broken pieces that fall off and become dead. I'm tired of the split ends in the church. So if you moisturize that thing, keep it. That means with the word, you're getting all up in there. You grease it, you massage it. You're getting all up in there. You're going in between with your fingers. That's what you do. You moisturize yourself with the word so that you don't become brittle, dry, and fall off to the wayside.
That's right.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Amen. Amen. A time to reign, a time to sow. Amen. A time to keep silent and a time. All right, y'all. We done kept silent for too long. Mount Zion Worldwide Ministries. Now it's time for the nations to hear our voice. Yeah. Now it's time for them to hear our. We've been silent. We've been low key. Now it's time for them to hear our voice. We have a word for the nations. Amen. We've been silent for too long. Now it's time for us to speak. Amen. Amen. A time to love. It was a time to hate. We all hated. We done all that. It's time to love on each other now. Hating brings nothing to you but gets you older faster. Hating brings disease. Hating brings all these other things. Now it's time to love on each other for real. All this is part of the harvest. Like I said, what you've sown all year. All this is a summary of what you have sown all year. Have you moisturized yourself with the word? Or are you still dry and brittle, split ends, breaking at the roots? So now what we have to do, we have to now cut you off because now there's no life going to, there's no nutrition, there's no nutrients going up to that shaft that can help even mend that. Because a split end, you can't even mend that thing. You got to cut that thing off. Because what it's going to do, it's going to go in and fat. It's going to keep on going up the hair shaft. It's going to keep on going up. Yeah, and it's going to crook, it's going to go, it's going to break this way. They got some that split 3 ways, there's got some that split 4 ways. Amen, so you got to cut that thing off. Yeah. Untamable. Not even moisturizer can help that thing because you're going to still see the end flare up, flicker, flicker, flicker. Amen. Amen. Right, hello. Rebellion, disobedience. Thank you, minister. That's exactly what it is. Everything else is getting moisturized, but you still flicking up. You still flicking up because, right, we learned that this morning. You still rebellious. You still rebellious, and that's what's going to mess up your harvest. That's what's going to mess up your harvest. Amen? So as the prophet is speaking, amen, about harvest, think about now why you're leaping. Have I even gotten to the place, amen, where I can even reap in this season? Or do I have to wait next year? Can I even trust you with this harvest this year? For those that even is ready for the harvest. Can you be trusted with what's about to happen in your life because the man of God said that there's a harvest coming in your life? Can you be trusted with that word? Like I said, the harvest is just not about your material things. It's about the seeds that you sown all year round. Amen?
Yes.
Amen. Jesus. So just be careful, amen, how we try to harvest, amen, how we harvest God's seed, amen, because it is very delicate. I just want to say something else. You can't blame and be blessed at the same time. I just want to say that. You can't keep blaming people for stuff that happened and want to be blessed. You got to let some things go. In order for you to get blessed, you got to stop playing that blame game. So you can't be blessed and still have that blaming game going on in your life. Every aspect of your life has to be, God, I'm serving you with clean hands.
Amen. Amen.
My hands are clean. So I want to be able to I want to be able to pick up.
Amen.
There is nothing worse than a person with dirty hands trying to serve you food. That's disgusting. A server with dirty nails. How do you feel about that? He's laughing. Amen, yeah. You got everything up in there, you got food and whatnot, and you want to give me a plate. How do you think God feels when you do that to him? Serving him with dirty hands. You got all kinds of mess up here, in the crevices, all up in here. But you want to say, God, here's my worship. Here's my praise. I bow down before you. God said, I'm looking at all of that. Serving God with clean hands. We got a soap on that takes the dark spots off. That we need to really scrub ourselves. In order for us to get the full harvest this year, we need to scrub ourselves clean with the word. Your prophet's giving you good word. Clean yourself with that. Soak in it. Stay in that word. Like, you know how ladies, how we like to soak in a tub? Stay in that word and soak in it till you get those little wrinkles on your tips. That's how you know you stayed in the tub a long time, because you begin to prune. Amen. Amen. So remember, amen, during this harvest time, are you even eligible for the harvest this year? Are you even eligible to go to H&R Block, the IRS, to collect something this year? Are you even eligible, amen, to even glean off of somebody else's harvest after they work so hard and you want to pick up their leftovers? Everybody's harvest is available to them and them alone, amen, but there's enough for everybody. But you just got to do the work. Like that song said, I can't expect you to worship for me. There's some things that we have to do for ourselves. So as the prophet is giving us the word, what can you do now to change it today? Because today can make a change, but it's not too late. Maybe we got a couple more months, October. Amen. Amen. Come on, y'all. It's not over yet. The year's not over yet. You can still harvest. You can still have a harvest. It'll be a quick harvest, but you can still have a harvest. But it's up to you. It's up to you how you want your finance, how you want your marriage, how you want your friendships, how you want your relationships. It's up to you now. Because like I said, it's not just about financially, but it's about words that you say in your mouth. What seeds have you sown into the ground? When a farmer has his farm, he tills the ground. He manipulates the ground. He toils the ground. Amen. To make sure he pokes out things that's not supposed to be there. Because he wants a good harvest at the end of the season. He wants to be able to feed his family. He wants to be able to feed other families, and that's what it is. You want to be able to feed your family, but we want to feed those families that's out there. There's a multitude of people listening and looking at this word. Amen. So we as farmers, amen, even though it's harvest time, make sure the crows is not picking up your stuff. Make sure that you're able to do something for yourself. Make sure you're able to do something for this ministry, for your man of God. Amen. He's your gift. Amen. So far, the scripture, I hope that you will bless.